Boot it up, don't crash today. Wi-Fi's moody, that's okay. Coffee's loading, brain's still light. Callie's locked in, Techie's tagged. We're logging in with Callie and Techie. Callie bringing kosher. Techie talks Techie. Stories, culture, updates too. It's logging in, brought to you. System ready, slightly unstable. You're logging in for fault, boredom not found. You're logging in, best show around.
And we are hopefully back. If you listened to the last episode, we had problems. Oh boy, did we have problems.
Yeah, those good old pesky technical difficulties. You know how it is.
Yeah, no. So basically everybody got a whole bunch of Callie with no Techie except like that introduction in the outro basically being like, I don't know what happened. We've been talking way too much about curses and movies that have to do with curses and all these. Nope. We basically had it come to us. Had it coming.
Oh man. Yeah, well, as the day moves on, so do we. Just got to keep going.
Yeah, no. I mean, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna let you go and start things off in case my mic stops working, so at least we have some content. Oh man, just do it.
I just got a couple of stories. It's a lot of stories, but I only grabbed a couple. So I wanted to talk about this thing going on with the DOJ, the U.S. Justice Department. Okay, so this week, the U.S. Justice Department has been trying to get personal information from social media platforms, including names, addresses, and banking information tied to certain anonymous users on Reddit and X. Okay. And this is because this is according to attorneys representing the users. Federal prosecutors issued subpoenas as part of a criminal investigation connected to online posts that criticized immigration enforcement efforts. What? Wait. So the DOJ, okay, Department of Justice, U.S. Justice Department is trying to get personal information of anonymous users. I have to say it again because it's just like, what? Of anonymous users on Reddit and X who criticized ICE. So so we can't even criticize. We can't even have an opinion unless it's an opinion that is all praising. Let me continue. It says, now the part that raises eyebrows is the users reportedly weren't told exactly what crimes they were being investigated for. The attorney said they believe the government may be looking into whether posts revealed locations of federal officers or crossed into perceived threats, but they argue the clients didn't commit any crimes and say the request could have a chilling effect on, of course, what? Freedom of speech. The cases are now being argued behind closed doors while a federal judge decides whether the subpoenas should stand. Supporters of stricter enforcement say protecting immigration officers matters and online activity can cross legal lines. Critics say there's a difference between investigating threats and identifying anonymous critics. Okay, so the bigger question or bigger conversation isn't just about immigration policy anymore. It's actually, it's like it's becoming whether, where's the line basically between public safety and people feeling, like they're being stalked. online. Um, I think that it's getting out of hand. Not getting, it's been out of hand, and it's just going way beyond. So we can't be critical of a federal agency of their tactics, and we can't have an opinion about it. Okay, threatening, I can see threatening if you're saying you're going to go to a certain location and do a certain thing. That's one thing. But to criticize, like I seen reports of saying if somebody said F, the ice cubes, I'm going to say it as ice cubes, but you know what I'm talking
Right.
about. If they said that, all of that stuff is being investigated. What?
Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much. I'm like, man, like stick a finger down my throat, gag me, because come on, dang. So yeah, that's one of the stories that I have. There's so much going on in the world.
I know.
So much going on in the world, and this is what the Department of Justice is picking out to add to the list of what they want to investigate. And so, yeah, what you got?
No, well, it's funny because it's like I was about to talk about the whole Bricks and Minifigs thing and the connection with it, but I'm just actually seeing a notification of breaking news that Apple's foldable iPhone Ultra actually leaked, and I'm looking at photos of it right now. The new iPhone.
What leaked?
A
new iPhone
picture, the pictures of the iPhone Ultra, and you're going to laugh at who leaked it. Ready for the image credit?
Who leaked it?
Take a wild guess. What were you just talking about?
Reddit or X?
No, you were talking about ICE.
They leaked it?
ICE Universe leaked it.
You gotta be kidding.
I'm not. I'm reading this. Like, it came from the leaker ICE Universe. They're famous for their Samsung leaks, so it's really unusual for them to go in to have an Apple leak. But the fact that that it's like, oh, I was just like preparing with your story and stuff like that, and then the connection of ICE and Apple, and oh my, yeah, no, I'm looking at it. The phone looks like a square, and they're saying it's in a passport design. So it's basically like all the foldable phones that you've seen everybody else carry around. And the thing is, they also have a liquid metal hinge on the iPhone Ultra, but they're saying that research and development prototypes have been sent for global carrier testing, and they're having trouble right now with the hinge. There's supposedly reliability issues with the liquid metal hinge because that might cause a delay. But the fact that we're starting to see pictures now leaking.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
And we haven't seen many links.
Did you?
Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Finish with that one, because I was going to ask you about something else that I just seen came out today.
No. Well,
with Apple.
I was just saying, like, we haven't seen many leaks lately. We've seen leaks happen, and Tim Cook hates leaks, but he's also out the door. But the fact that they're saying that this is probably going to be coming out closer to September is very fascinating.
September? Wow.
Yeah.
It's around the corner.
Yep. And the price they're predicting is $2,000.
Really?
Yeah, but that's the same price that you have for Samsung Fold series, so it's nothing new. Unless they found a way to lower the price.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, some of the other features they're mentioning is a vapor chamber, which has a sealed cavity and a small amount of liquid, so that way the metal strands can dissipate heat and helps with stable performance, lower temperatures as you use your iPhone. So that's the other thing. But this is all be reporting by Tom's Guide. Yeah, no, like I was very surprised to see that. I was going to talk about someone else.
Wow.
I was going to talk about someone that I was going to talk about last week, but I ended up not talking about. But I mean, I just saw this and I was just like, I gotta mention this. This is crazy. So yeah, mention what you were going to say.
Did you hear about the new feature that they supposedly are are developing as far as like if your phone gets snatched, that there's a feature where your phone will automatically lock up, so nobody to make it harder for people to access your data.
Yeah, it already does that.
Supposed to be it.
It's already a thing.
There's a feature already. Well, why are they talking about it today? I just seen it. Was it today or was it just recently?
Yeah,
I just found out about it today.
Celebrities use it all the time. I have to go and look up the actual feature, but there is a lockdown feature. Let me see if I can find what that is. Yeah, it's under privacy and security. It's called lockdown mode. It's extreme protection if you believe you're being targeted in a cyber attack. No, maybe it's that's a different one. Hold on. You're talking about if the device is taken. Let me just see if I can find it.
Yeah, like if somebody snatches your phone.
Yeah, hold on. I can
And
find
it's
this.
like it's supposed.
I don't know how fast I can find it,
Did
but
I?
Apple iPhone device
Oh, there it
stolen
is. No,
detection.
yeah. So it says.
No, there is something that's on there now. I just need to find it. Stolen device protection. Yeah.
Oh, so.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah, it says Apple. Well, I'm looking at something that came out on the 27th of May. Apple reportedly working on anti-phone snatching security feature. This feature would make it harder for phone thieves to access your personal data.
Okay, I found it.
So this is just.
Yeah, stolen device protection.
Okay.
I have it on right now on my phone. Yeah, my stolen device protection.
Well, why are they talking about Apple is working on it?
So here, I'm going to read this right from the Apple support documents. Stolen device protection adds a layer of security when your phone is away from familiar locations such as home or work and helps protect your account and personal information in case your iPhone's ever stolen. With stolen device protection, features and actions have additional security requirements when your iPhone is away from a location such as your home or a work. The requirement helps prevent somebody to steal your iPhone who knows your passcode from making any critical changes to your account or device. Is that kind of what you were talking about?
Yeah, it's weird for them to say this new feature would be as if it's not existing. This new feature would be the latest Apple's stolen device protection features that include activation lock, which stops thieves from disabling, tracking, and resetting the phone without the correct Apple account login.
Yeah.
They're saying it as if it's being worked on. Very weird.
No, it's a thing. It's already a thing. I'm literally looking at it right now. It says stolen device protection. Right now requires security delay. And mine says away from a familiar location or always. A delay will be required when you are not at a familiar location such as your home or work to change security settings. Yeah.
You got me. This is on Mashable.com.
That's crazy.
May 27, 2026. Yeah.
Wait, let me
and for them to say Apple reportedly working on. It's like, what?
Wait.
If it already exists.
So Mashable.
It's crazy.
What's the title of this story?
Apple reportedly working on Apple reportedly working on anti-phone snatching.
Okay.
Security feature.
Okay, I found it 7 days ago. Apple working on a new iOS feature that will lock users' phone immediately should they get grabbed. The new feature would leverage technology already on the phone. Okay, let's see. Okay, phone snatchers use motorbikes to steal phones from people's hands.
Yeah.
An unlocked device is more valuable because thieves can access users' personal data. Okay.
Right.
This new feature would be the latest in the stolen device protection feature that includes activation lock, which stops thieves from disabling, tracking, or resetting the phone without the correct Apple account login. Okay. Users already have access to features requiring biometric authentication to unlock their device. That's true. What? I think they're going to
I don't know what's new.
I don't know what's missing. I think it's a case
where
they're saying that it's going to be revealed at WWDC, and we kind of have to see what exactly that's going to be all about. Because
Yeah.
because even if a
Yeah, I
phone
don't
is
know.
snatched and unlocked, I mean, the biggest problem they have is they still need some way of eliminating the passcode on the device, if there's a passcode. So
Mm,
I could see this being
I don't
more
know.
important if like a phone is seized by like the police or something.
Mm,
But I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know.
It may be more to come.
Yeah.
It may be more to come.
It's good to know. It's just
Yeah,
I
it
just
is.
don't
But I
see anything.
said, now if anybody has things on their phone that they say, for instance, they have a significant other, they don't want their significant other. You know how they're like, oh, they went through my phone and they found
Mm-hmm.
phone numbers and text messages. I said, yeah, the day that somebody thinks that this feature is there, so I'm covered, so even if my girlfriend or whatever, or boyfriend, whatever, snatches my phone, they won't find anything because I have this feature on. I said, yeah, that will be the day that the feature decides to malfunction.
Right.
And everybody's looking at each other like, so what is this on your phone? And then the person that's sitting there stuck saying, I thought I had the feature. Yeah, well, so don't get too dependent. Stay on the up and up in that regard. But yeah, I just thought about that when you were talking about Apple, what I had seen somebody talking about today with that feature. I mean, that's good, of course, for added protection and everything like that, because we have so much in our phones. It's like our phone, the last thing the phone is really is a phone, because we use it for so many other things other than a phone. It's almost like it's a phone last, but we're using it it's a computer, really.
Right.
And it's like the phone is a feature, but really it's like a computer in our hand. That's how I see it. The phone aspect is another feature, just like text messaging and everything like that, but it's mainly, for internet use. But moving on, you got another story?
No, you go.
I got one more.
Yep, go for it. That'll give me
this is
time
about-
to
this-
really lament about what I've been meaning to talk about. Keep going.
This is about sanctuary cities. There's certain states that have been called sanctuary cities, mostly blue states. And so the Homeland Security, they made headlines because Homeland Security Secretary Mark Wayne Mullen said the administration is again considering pulling federal customs officers from airports in so-called sanctuary cities. And if this were to happen, international arrivals at places like LAX, Los Angeles Airport, could face serious disruptions. Mullen argued that if local governments aren't cooperating with federal immigration enforcement, then federal resources shouldn't continue operating business as usual. He said plans were actively being explored, but not everyone in the administration seems to be on board. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy pushed back publicly and said shutting down air travel over political disagreements is not the right move. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass also questioned whether the proposal would actually happen, especially with major international events approaching. Her point is that Los Angeles is preparing for huge global tourism traffic, and restricting customs operations could create a logistical nightmare. The travel industry also jumped in, warning a move like this could hit local economies hard and disrupt international visitors. So, as of right now, there hasn't been any changes, but the conversation, is raising a bigger question, because if immigration fights, they spill over into the airports, then it's like, what's going to happen when the policy starts to collide with, everyday travel? I think that this is dangerous to say, because customs are at airports for a reason. It's not for play. It's not anything to not take serious. I mean, I've traveled internationally. Customs are there for a reason, and to hold airports in certain states hostage, I guess you can say, from not even extra, but from regular security that should be deemed appropriate across the nation, is just wrong. And it's just another form of bullying. It's another form of punishment for you not getting your way. So it's like, oh, okay, well, we're going to take this from you. Oh, you don't want it? Well, we're going to take that from you. Again, right back to what I just talked about above, which also has to do with immigration, them looking for anonymous users on Reddit and on X. It's too much. It's like,
Yeah.
gosh, dang, man. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. All this twisting the arm to make a person, you know, almost to make a person surrender. You know, you are threatening the safety. Like, I don't have anything to do with any of that, but you're going to put me and others at risk. We don't have anything to do with this. We are regular average citizens. We didn't have anything to do with deciding on the states being sanctuaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on before they start looking up my information.
Yeah, I know. Oh man.
Oh man. Yeah. So anywho, what you got? What you've been lamenting over?
I've been lamenting over Bricks and Minifigs. I don't know how much you know about them. And what's going on. Bricks and Minifigs.
With who?
Bricks and
No,
Minifigs.
what's that?
It is a store that sells used Legos, and they have a bunch of franchises. Well, what happened is a very long story, and essentially you have to look up the YouTuber Reckless Ben to understand more of it. But Ben Schneider was put in charge of trying to figure out how to help resolve an issue that was happening to a family, in which case they put a world record collection of Star Wars Lego figures that were completely sealed up for consignment, so that way it could help the aging dad with medical bills and help the kids with going to college and all these other things, from what I understand. And so essentially they came up with a consignment deal where it was at that particular Bricks and Minifigs, and then essentially what would take place is, as the Bricks and Minifigs in that particular location would sell off the various parts of the collection, then the family would receive money. Well, it came to a point where the owner of that particular franchise called up corporate Bricks and Minifigs and went and said, and I'm really summarizing here because there's hours and hours and hours of video on this, but they essentially called up the corporate and said, hey, we're thinking about possibly selling our franchise because essentially we're probably going to go overseas. But what happened is with Bricks and Minifigs actually knowing that this collection was there, they ended up coming to the store with little notice, ended up seizing the entire store, including the consignment Legos. And what was key with the consignment is that in the contract that was written up, it basically went and said that the family still owns the Legos, Bricks and Minifigs doesn't own it. But as far as Bricks and Minifigs is concerned, they don't know anything about the consignment. They know, even though they were found on security. Oh, yeah. Yep. You see where this is going. So all Bricks and Minifigs had to do was to give back the Lego sets. But they didn't. Instead, any time that this YouTuber tried to go and help them, then the police was called on the YouTuber and he's getting arrested and all these things. Yeah, he does some unethical things as well, the YouTuber, but pretty much he's seeing that the way the court of law works is just completely messed up. And so as a result, the only reason why there's even a chance that the family's going to get their Legos back or get their money back or get whatever they need to get is because of this YouTuber who's basically putting his entire career on the line for them. So,
wow. You know they're going to try to get this tied up in some type of litigation type stuff.
Right. Well, so essentially, if you want to understand the entire thing, there's a website that you need to go to. And once you go to this website, I think it might make sense. So they created a business that's called WeStealFromOldPeople.com. So if you go to WeStealFromOldPeople.com,
oh my gosh,
you'll see the company that's named We
Oh,
Steal
there it
from
is.
Old People, and the word Bricks and Minifigs is on there. But Bricks and Minifigs is not the title of the business, and you're allowed in trademark law to go and to put your subtitle either above or below the main title in whatever characters that you want to. So you can see what they did here.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I'm looking at the website.
Yep.
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 Wow, that's terrible.
Yep.
That's terrible.
And essentially, they are trolling Bricks and Minifigs during this entire thing. So, essentially, you see where it says important announcement, please read our statement. Basically, they're making fun because Bricks and Minifigs keeps coming out with official statements. And, like, if you read this official statement, it is very tongue-in-cheek.
It's very what?
Very tongue-in-cheek. Like, it's very... It's making fun of the fact
they're being funny, right? They're making fun. Yeah, trolling, basically.
Oh, 100%.
That's terrible.
So I'm just gonna read this statement because it's just that amazing. Absolutely, I'll draft a corporate apology that sounds authentic like a real human wrote it, and I will avoid any mention of a likeness to Dr. Eggman Robotnik. I will not, however, go into intimate details regarding the girth and overall length of the CEO. I will substitute old people for older adults whenever possible to appear more sensitive. To our valued customers, we are aware of reports that a number of customers recently received the products they had purchased. After a thorough investigation, we regret to inform you these reports are in fact accurate. When we began We Steal From Old People, we made a promise to OPWLGTSSS, old people who love getting their stuff stolen. A promise to uphold the expectations formed by other companies in the OPWLGTSS community inspired what we do at We Steal From Old People. Due to the circumstances well within our control and by absolutely no mean our fault, we have broken that promise. We have collected payment from customers with absolutely no way of verifying who is generally an old person. We short-sightedly relied on the good faith honesty of our clients to only use our services if they are of a senior citizen status, and we trusted you, and that's on us.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And then they have in like gray text, you've drained the entire San Francisco Bay's water supply. Responses will be less powerful until it replenishes. Please upgrade to Plus or try again later. So basically he's making fun that all the documents that the CEO has put out about this whole issue was basically generated by AI technology.
That's messed up. Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to continue. These are the actions that will be taken moving forward. We will work with other popular older adult websites to integrate a robust AI biometric profiling system to determine who's genuinely an older adult. We'll have mandatory training programs for youth staff members on identifying older adults and conduct a full audit of our point of sale system. And then they've got in great text as if AI is a prompt. Double check that's what POS stands for before publishing. It seems wrong. Currently, we have no other option but to ship every single pre-order, regardless of the age of the recipient. Fortunately, by the very nature of a pre-order, there'll be a wait period of dispatching resumes. While the items are being produced, customers will be able to enjoy the sweet satisfaction of having been stolen from, if even temporarily. If you have requested an address change and not heard back, please reach out. here with your order number and updated address. Include your phone number if it's an international order, and we encourage everyone to verify they have filled out their delivery address correctly, making note that autofilling can remove apartment numbers. Sincerely, the We Steal From Old People POS department. And then they have an image of, sorry, this image is currently unavailable from PhotoBucket. Yeah. They're going for it. They are going for it.
I mean, it's how am I trying to? It's like I see it like kind of like a acquisition, and like, what are you gonna do? What can you do about it? Like, yeah, we're gonna. What can you do to really fight it?
Yeah. Oh, what's really great is they put up a new product called Go Fund Yourself T-shirt pre-order, and it says printing will begin after pre-order window is closed. We Steal From Old People does not believe in releasing a blurry product unless it's an epic 1.5-hour expose. Corporate did not warn intern that part 2 was going live. Art will vary and may be adopted for ideal printing methods. Oh, this is messed up.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had not heard about this until today.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. We
Wow.
follow
what
the
are people gonna do?
Here are the 3 R's of We Steal From Old People. Rob, reassure, and repeat.
Rob, restore, and repeat.
Reassure and repeat.
Is that what it said?
Yeah. Rob the most
They are
vulnerable
trolling
and
hard.
underprotected members of society. Reassure our victims that will return their stolen property through strategies such as apology and fetch quests and deflecting to corporate. And then repeat the crime. We're not happy until you're not happy. So if you're unsatisfied, please be sure to recommend our services to other elderly relatives.
Oh, they are trolling hard.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So essentially, being the journalistic integrity that we have here with this whole situation, I ended up reaching out to my local Bricks and Minifigs, and so and this can publicly be seen on Instagram and stuff. So I'm just gonna read this. They had a statement that said, to our community, over the past week, our stores received an influx of negative messages, phone calls, and social media comments regarding the ongoing dispute involving a Lego collection in Salem, Oregon. We want to clear up a major misunderstanding. Our store is an independently and locally owned and operated franchise. We have absolutely no involvement or control over the situation of the parties involved in Oregon. Directing misinformed anger at our local business and staff prevents us from doing what we love. Our wonderful, dedicated employees have been working incredibly hard under stressful circumstances, and they do not deserve this treatment. We understand that people are passionate about the situation and want to see a fair resolution. We do as well. For a balanced recap of the situation, we suggest reading the article recently published by the Salt Lake Tribune. The link is in our profile. Our singular mission to bring joy to local families and Lego fans. If you'd like to support us, please stop by the store, say hello, show our team some appreciation. Your kindness and support means everything to us right now. Thank you for standing by us, Ken and Maggie from Bricks and Minifigs, Newton. So what I did is I wrote in the comments, why are all the locations posting the same statement? If you were independent, you would separate from BAM, Bricks and Minifig, and pressure them to return the Legos. Okay, that's what I wrote.
Yeah.
I've gotten over 200 likes on that, right? The author from Newton ended up writing, we have not seen other store statements, but I'm sure we all have the same goal: stop the harassment of local owners and their families and see a fair and amicable resolution to a situation in which we have no involvement or control. Okay, so then I wrote back, well, thank you for your response. Our kids love Legos and we don't want to support BAM Corporate, so how does one support you without supporting the company? As from my understanding of purchase at your location, a percentage gets paid to corporate. Right? That makes sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
They responded, "Thank you so much for your perspective, and we deeply appreciate your desire to support our family business. That really means a lot to us and our team right now. We understand your desire to distance yourself from the brand as the events play out, and we hope you'll reevaluate the relationship over time. To answer your question transparently, yes, like virtually any franchise business, we do pay a small fixed percentage fee to corporate for using the brand name and systems. However, the overwhelming majority of every single dollar spent at our store stays right here in our community. When you buy from us, your money directly funds paychecks of the wonderful local employees, our ability to buy Lego collection back from local families, which keeps money in the neighbors' pockets, the local rent, utility, and community event sponsorships. If you love Lego and want to support us directly with minimal corporate footprint, the absolute best way to do that is by trading in or selling your old Lego sets and minifigures to us. Sourcing used inventory directly from families like yours is the lifeblood of our shop. Thank you for trying to find comfortable avenues to support us and looking out for local businesses. We'd love to see you and your kids drop by anytime." So that's sweet, right? So I ended up writing back, and let me know if this is good or not, because I can always alter it. What I would strongly suggest for visual learners is for you to showcase here on Instagram a visual pie chart of exactly how the money breaks down. You might even provide, if funds allow, a charity that the store will donate the amount of percentage in Legos or monetarily that would normally go to BAM, so still paying them contractually obligated to, but find some way to show the community that you get it. I feel that would help sway our Massachusetts community to understand your side of the story and help with separating you from corporate and not create the Lego Tea Party that you see happening right now. Anyway, just a suggestion, but I'm glad to see that you are addressing this in a civil manner and helping us deal with the issue of needing to boycott corporate, but unfortunately your shop is suffering because of it. Okay, there you go. What's your thoughts on that? How'd I do on that last exchange?
I think you did good because they initially started off trying to separate themselves from corporate, and you busted them out with saying, well, if you're saying you don't have anything to do with it, how come you all have the same sort of like blanket statement? It's like a boilerplate. Like, how come you guys are all saying the same thing? And then like, we haven't seen it. We haven't seen anybody else's. I don't know that I believe that. That just doesn't make any sense, because that just seems like, for something as public as this is, how would you not look at, the other locations or the other entities or I don't know the word that I want to use, but you know what I'm trying to say. That just doesn't make sense to see what everybody else is saying, because you guys are all, because from the public standpoint, we're going to link you all together until we have reason not to. So when they said that they're not affiliated, as if they're trying to differentiate themselves, but then they're all saying the same thing, so you bust them out. So it's like, I think that they're trying, they try to do the sandwich method. Like, they try to address what you say, but then they throw in a whole bunch of other fluff about what we appreciate and all this and that. But you're like, yeah. Back to what I was saying. Right. So I think your points to them were well stated.
Yeah, so
because
we're gonna see,
it just looks like
they respond back. That's the thing. And it's like, I hope that with the last statement or whatever, but I thought it made sense to go into be like, hey, cool, you wrote out all this stuff. Can you put it in a pie chart so that because again, there's all kinds of different...
when you said how the figures break down. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Let's see if that happens.
I'm really curious to see. Like, I'm going to be watching. So if you want to watch, Bricks and Minifigs Newton is the Instagram account, and we will see if they actually do it or not. It'll be very
interesting to see.
But I mean, looking
now
at
you're talking
their
about
posts,
money.
Yeah. And here's the messed up part.
I don't know if they're going to go into. I don't know if they're going to post their books, the information from their books. I would be interested to see.
They've only been around for 2 months, this particular store. So I feel really bad for them.
Only 2. Wow, they getting wrapped up in all that. Only been out for 2 months. That's
yep. And this issue that's been taking place has been taking place for 2 years. But Reckless Ben, who's been instigating all of this, he literally just came out with part 1, part 2, and on Patreon Part 3 just this past week or so. So it's like they barely have had the opportunity of even being in Bricks and Minifig for a year, and look what they have to deal with. Can you imagine?
I know. I know. Wow. It's like coming
Yeah,
into a job and you're excited, and then you get hit with all of the leftover mess and negative feedback, negative actions and things that took place. And they're linking you with it. And you're like, I just got here. And now I have to answer for, wow, that's tough. That's
yeah,
tough.
right. So it's
And
like,
being that they only been in it for 2 months, they
yep,
also have to make sure that, see, for them to say we don't know what anybody else is doing, in a nutshell, that's what they're saying, and that they haven't looked. They're gonna need to.
right,
They're gonna need to, because it's gonna really determine, to me, how they're gonna respond or how they're gonna continue to respond without putting themselves in further jeopardy linked to what they said that they're not affiliated with.
right.
How are they going to
And
continue to differentiate themselves? They're going to have to look at the others and see what they're doing.
but that's the thing, is I give them the benefit of the doubt of like they probably are dealing with a dumpster fire right now, and they don't have time to look at everybody else's Brick and Minifigs social media and stuff like that. The other thing that I give them credit
Yeah.
to is their statement from Bricks and Minifig Newton. Unlike some of the other statements that I've seen from the other Bricks and Minifigs, aren't on a boilerplate frame. It's basically this really plain blue
Oh, okay.
background with some yellow and some white text. So I believe them that they came out with their own personal statement, and you can see in the comments that people really enjoy going to the Newton location. I mean, in fact, like I was gonna go to the Newton location, but I honestly, like, the thing is that I ended up seeing news stories of, hey, you should avoid Bricks and Minifigs because they're having some really bad legal trouble, and that was like months and months and months ago, but I thought nothing of it. I had no idea there was a YouTuber behind it. I had no idea. So it's
Wow.
like damage basically done. I've been just very, very cynical about the fact of like, do I go to this location? And now that this whole thing, it's just, I just feel weird about it. I feel so uncomfortable because I'm watching what the CEO is doing and stuff. It's like if the
Right.
CEO was not connected to the company, if it was a case where it's like going and buying something in the store did not equal a percentage being given to corporate, fine, maybe I'd buy something. I don't know. But the fact that it's linked to it, because it's like, I know you have to pay like licensing fees, etc., that's fine, whatever. But the fact that every single sale means that corporate keeps a piece of it,
Right.
I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
But
It's hard to support something like that because that's not your intention, but that's how they're connected.
because that's the thing I think they need to understand as well, is nobody's trying to hurt them. Unless they're
Right.
not good people, but based upon all the comments, it seems like they're good people.
Yeah.
But it's just
Wow.
the employees and everything, that everybody that's stuck in this mess, because it's
Mhm.
a mess. But again, I
That's
hope I wasn't
unfortunate.
too forward though in going and saying like, hey,
No.
I need to see. I still might not shop there, but I need to personally see like effort of just like, hey, I mean, in the ideal world, if I was running this business and this thing happened, well, my immediate response would be like, okay, this is what's happening. Um, for each Lego thing that's being sold or whatever, um, I'm letting people know, yes, 6% is going to corporate. So as a result, until the Legos are given back or there's some type of resolution that is satisfactory or whatever, just for every
Yeah.
purchase, 6% is going to corporate and 6% of the sale is going to a charity. Like that's what
Yeah.
I would
That's yeah.
that's what I would do. So
Yeah.
that way it's like,
Yeah.
hey, to offset
Right.
the corporate
What's
thing or
going to
whatever,
corporate? Yeah.
like yes, money, we acknowledge money's going to have to go to corporate. We acknowledge that it's not good. But at the same time, what we're going to do is we're going to have the Lego community go and vote on what charity we're going to give to. So that way, yes, the greater corporate or whatever is doing whatever it's doing that has nothing to do with us, but we're going to prove that we have nothing to do with it because look what our community's doing. We're rising above the
Right.
situation.
But who knows if they can, because they are connected to corporate.
Oh, well, that's what I was curious about, which means that their whole statement about them being independent is not true then.
Right. So you kind of have to see how it's going to play out, because that's what I'm saying. They have to be in communication with somebody outside of them, because they are connected to corporate, and corporate has stakeholders, corporate has committees, corporate has investors. And so you can't just be out here doing whatever you want to do willy-nilly when you are corporately connected.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So honestly, it's like, and this is where I'm basically putting up to a vote and stuff like that. This episode, like, I don't even know if they would take the feedback or whatever, but it's like, if I were to go into post a link to this particular episode in the comment field or whatever, and being like, hey, by the way, here's where we had this discussion, so you can kind of hear our side from a local person that's hesitant to shop at the store. I mean, that could be looked upon as racketeering or some type of like, oh, you're just trying to monetize and benefit from our thing by going and trying to get more audience members. So it's like I almost don't want to do that because I feel like that's going to ruin my whole argument.
Yeah, don't. If you have a question about it and it's like that, don't do it. No,
Yeah.
don't do it. Wait, at least wait to see how things are gonna play out, how they're gonna respond, because I'm sure that you're not the only person that's contacting them, and so I would wait.
Right.
I wouldn't. Yeah,
No,
I wouldn't take
just
that
feel
step.
like if they happen to come across this, they happen to come across it. That's the way I'm approaching things
That's
now, because
different.
it's like that's how I'm
That's
just
different
feeling.
coming across.
But the reason why I want to make this personal is because the thing is that everybody right now is really angry and protesting like mad. Like if McDonald's does something stupid corporate wise, people don't care if it's a franchise. They're gonna boycott McDonald's. They don't care about the franchise. For some reason, this is hitting
Right.
different, and I don't know why.
I don't know. But
I'll
it's
tell you,
a it's a messy situation.
the major YouTubers out there don't want anything to do with any of the Bricks and Minifigs, no matter how good the people are inside of it, because they're like this is, they just can't do anything. It's making
Yeah.
it really tough. They should just give the Legos back, or I mean, they basically got whatever $200,000 worth of Legos. If if they just gave the $200,000 back, or gave the Legos back, or whatever needed to happen to go into stop this PR nightmare, I feel like it
Yeah.
would have saved them so much more. They have now lost more money than whatever they got from keeping the Legos, and they're just
Yeah.
doubling down on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, again, there's that loophole. They probably can't just return it, because again, they're corporately connected. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Kind of has their hands tied behind their back a little bit. Seems like, but I guess we'll see. But That's how it seems. That's how it sounds right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's like
Because that would be an easy fix. That would be an easy fix, especially if they're losing more revenue from bad press and, upset customers and all of that. And it kind of, messing up their brand, and they're just getting started. That would be an easy fix, but they obviously can't do it, or they haven't done it for whatever reason. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I
Well,
just find the whole thing disappointing, and I just wish it didn't affect local businesses anymore.
yeah, well, that's the thing about local businesses when it comes to, the big brothers in charge, yeah, local businesses, they kind of, their voice gets a little bit smaller when corporate big shots and corporate big money is involved,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. But
Well,
yeah, sorry to end on such a tough note, but again, I just feel like it just need to be said, and at least localized.
Yeah. I mean, everything is not going to be, roses, and every episode is not going to be roses. There's a lot going on, and there's disparities and unfortunate things and, unfair situations. And so those things need to be spoke upon just as much. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. That's our episode then. Unfortunately, I mean I could literally talk about this all night.
I got to go eat. You can talk about it while I'm eating.
I know. I mean, yeah, it's just I have no idea. I have no idea.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, it ain't going to just go away because the people aren't going to let it go away.
No, they're not. And once part 3 comes out, because right now, Reckless Ben, according to part 2, he basically there's a warrant out for his arrest, and he's in Mexico right now. That's where he ended the episode.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
No, so catch up on all the Reckless Ben stuff, and then you'll probably have more to talk about it. But for now, yeah, we'll just leave it be.
Warrant out for the arrest. Okay. All
Yep.
right. Well, more to come.
More to come. All right, logging off. Let's go. See you later. Bye.
All right. I'm logging off. Talk to you next week. All right.
Boot it up, don't crash today. Wi-Fi's moody.